A very good morning to all the dear children and welcome to Online Teaching Learning Program 2020-2021. In the last session we discussed workbook exercises, that is from chapter number 3, topic exogenetic moments. Few of the questions were left to be discussed, which we will be covering in this today's session. Before we proceed, I expect you all to be ready with your workbook, your geography textbook, pen and pencil, so that you all can write down the answers during the video. Now, let us begin with the workbook exercise. Chapter 3, topic exogenetic moments. In the last session we completed till question number 7. Now let us begin with question number 8. Write short notes on the following. First one is exfoliation. For the answer you all can refer to page number 25 of your geography textbook. You are expected to write the answer point-wise. Answer point number 1. In regions of high temperatures, the exposed part of the rock heats more while the inner part is comparatively cooler. Point number 2. As a result, the outer layers of the rocks fall apart from the main rock. Point number 3. This is called exfoliation of the rock. Let us proceed further. Question number 2, block disintegration. For the answer, you all can refer to page number 26 of your geography textbook. Again, you are expected to write the answer point-wise. Answer point number 1. Sometimes both temperature and water are responsible for weathering. Point number 2. Difference in temperature cause contraction and expansion of minerals in the rocks. This leads to widening the joints or cracks in the rocks. Point number 3. Water accumulates in such wide joints and big blocks of rocks separate from each other. Point number 4. This is called block disintegration. Let us proceed further. Question number 9. Answer the following question in detail. What is mass moments? What are types of mass moments? For the answer, you all can refer to page number 28 of your geography textbook. Again, you are expected to write the answer point-wise. Answer. The weathered rock materials move along the slopes due to gravity and accumulate near the foothills or the gentler slopes. When the weathered particles move down due to gravity alone, the process is called mass moments. Types of mass moments. First, rapid mass moments. A. A thick layer of weathered material forms on the slope. When it rains in such areas, The rainwater penetrates the weathered materials and their weight increases. The weathered materials move very rapidly and come down the slope. Point B. Sometimes the weathered materials sink in situ, that is where they are. Point C. Rockfalls, landslides, land subsidence are termed as rapid mass movements. Second point is slower mass movements. Point A. Soil creep is the most common phenomenon in areas with dry climate and gentler slopes. Point B. In periglacial regions along the slopes, small layers of soil accumulates because of the movements of soil. This is called solifluction. Let us proceed further. Question number 10. Complete the following flow chart of weathering process. So, there are three types of weathering. Mechanical weathering, then we have chemical weathering, and the third type is biological weathering. Mechanical weathering is of three types: granular weathering, block disintegration, and shattering of rocks. And exfoliation is the process that the rocks undergo as a result of mechanical weathering. Chemical weathering is caused due to carbonation, solution, and oxidation. Biological weathering is caused by burrowing of animals and roots of trees. I hope you have completed this flowchart. Let us proceed further. So with the last question, that is question number 10, we have completed the workbook exercise. Let us now have a quick recalling of the concepts that we have studied in this chapter. Many landforms are formed due to internal movements. Landforms formed on the Earth's surface as a result of internal movements are called primary and secondary landforms. Because of external processes like weathering, erosion, transportation, and deposition, the primary and secondary landforms give way to tertiary landforms. Wearing away of rocks due to contact with the physical environment is called mechanical weathering. The process of decomposition of rocks due to changes in their chemical composition is called chemical weathering. Biological weathering occurs because of living organisms. The exposed part of the rock heats more while the inner part is relatively cooler. As a result, the outer layer of the rocks fall apart from the main rock. This is called exfoliation of the rock. Let us proceed further. Mechanical weathering occurs mainly because of temperature, frost, crystal growth, release of pressure, water, and combined action of temperature and water. Each minerals react differently to temperature. The volume of the water increases when it freezes. Some alkaline water droplets hit the cracks in the rocks, due to which the soluble minerals in the rock get dissolved. This leads to the formation of small holes in the rocks. This is the effect of solution. When water penetrates in rocks which have small holes, the particles get loose and separate from the main rock. This is called granular weathering. When dilute carbonic acid reacts with the minerals in the rocks, the process is called as carbonation. A type of chemical weathering when oxygen reacts with iron in the rock, rust is formed. Reaction of any element with oxygen is called oxidation. When weathered particles move down due to gravity alone, the process is called mass movement. Sometimes the weathered materials do not move downward but sink in situ, that is where they are. This is called as slumping. In periglacial regions along the slopes, small layers of soil accumulate because of the movement of soil. This is called solifluction. So in today's session we discussed workbook exercise of chapter number 3, exogenetic process, from question number 8 to question number 10, along with a quick recalling of the concepts that we studied in this chapter. I expect you all to complete your workbook. In the next session, we shall have a small test on chapter number 2, Endogenetic Movements. It will be an objective type of test, so be prepared to evaluate your gained knowledge. Thank you.